Yeah, so if you want to use any music, you can. I recommend something soothing, so like either just music, like either just instrumental, or what I like to listen to is Ajit Kaur. I won't even try spelling it. I know the last name is Kaur. Oh yeah, that's okay. If you can't unmute, don't worry, but great that you're in boot camp. All right, so let's begin. Today, we're really gonna need a pillow for one of the activities, for one of the exercises. If you don't have a pillow, you can also use a book or a block. You got the pillow. Great. And then, yeah, if you have a thick book, you can also use that today. Or not. Oh yeah, hello. So if you are just joining us, grab a pillow or a block. Oh, you get to see my pretty socks, winter socks that I didn't take off for our test. So yeah, let's come into an easy pose. Hi.
Bye-bye.
All right. So yes, please put yourself on mute. And you can keep the camera on or off, up to you. And yeah. Let me start my timer before I go overtime as usual. Good. Let's just come into a comfortable pose. Just centering yourself. Take a few breaths. And then roll your shoulders a couple of times. Forwards to the back. Forwards and backwards. And then go the other way, back to front. And then just relax them down. Rolling them up and back. So your chest is coming forwards a little bit. And then turn over your hands, connecting the index finger and the thumb. Bring your chin down a little bit and close your eyes. And just breathe normally, observing your breath today. Observing how your body's doing today. Just have a look and see if you have any tension anywhere, any stress, any knots. Have a look and see if this is a comfortable position for you, or if you feel like you need to move a lot. It can be quite challenging to sit in silence, and that's very normal. Especially if you're new to meditation, it might seem very difficult, but meditation is not easy. It's supposed to be, a bit of a struggle, and it's something you learn over time. And then just start to take longer and deeper breaths in and out through the nose. A longer inhale and a longer exhale. Really feeling your body relaxing on the exhale. Feeling your arms relaxing. And just letting go of any tension, any stress. especially now with these lockdowns and curfews and the things that we can't do. We tend to hold a lot of stress in our body because like the future is uncertain. We don't know when things are gonna become normal again. It's been over a year for some. So it's really important to just let that stress go sometimes. And just remember you're here, you're alive, you're healthy. And then we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Sighing out all the air and then inhaling through the nose. And pushing out all the air. Feeling your body relaxing more and more. Push out the air with your stomach as well. Inhaling, feeling that chest expanding. Exhaling, letting it all out. If you start feeling lightheaded or dizzy, that's really normal. And if it's too much, you can go back to the breathing through the nose. Just a few more. Last one, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale through the nose. And then take a few normal breaths, just centering yourself again. And you can start moving the hands. Mine are feeling quite cold from this beautiful cold weather. Yeah. Anyway, and then let's stretch our legs, give them a bit of a shake. I don't know about any of you guys if you've made it outside, but when I went outside today, I literally wore 3 pairs of leggings and jeans. So that was exciting. So yeah, it's always fun when it's this cold to see how much you need to wear to stay warm. So let's come back into an easy pose. So easy pose is just crossing the legs. Today we're going to work on posture, which also improves like shoulders, like the shoulder flexibility, the hips as well, and just like getting this more strengthened. We're doing yin yoga, so that means that we're holding the postures for a longer period of time. So maybe 2 minutes. I think today we'll do 1.5 to 2 minutes for each pose. And it's really important to just breathe into the pose, feeling the stretch, and finding that barrier between, ouch, this hurts, and okay, this is just a stretch, if that makes sense. So it shouldn't be pain as in, oh, I'm gonna feel injured. It's more, okay, I feel the stretch, I'm breathing into the stretch, I can hold this pose. But if it feels like it's too much, then come out of it a little bit until you find that fine line between ouch and, oh, it's okay, I can hold it. So we'll just do a couple of just warming up a little bit, warming up our spine a little bit, and then we'll get into the first pose. So we're just going to place the hands beside the body. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, bring one hand down and twist to that side. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, down to the other side. Inhale up, exhale down. Be really mindful of your body And just follow what your body tells you. Like, it gives you signals when things are too, you know, when they hurt, the body says, don't do that. So it's really important to just listen. We'll do a couple more. And then one more on each side. Last one. Then inhale, stretch up. Exhale, we're going to twist, bring the opposite hand to the opposite knee, look back with the exhale. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, twist to the other side, look back. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. Again, if you're feeling tight in your back or your spine, you don't have to go all the way back. You can just go to the side as well. And then final one on each side. Last one. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, arms down. So for our first pose, we're going to come onto our back. So let's stretch the legs, give them a shake first. And then we're just going to lay down on our back. Then you can bring both feet on the ground to start. And bring your left knee to your chest and hold. If you want a bit more of a stretch, you can extend that right leg. And try to keep that leg on the floor then. And just stay here, taking long, deep breaths. Just pull that knee, that leg towards you. Try to close your eyes and just focus on your breath. Yin yoga is not only good for the body, but also for the mind. It really brings you back to the center. And really, it's also a battle for some people, especially, for example, for me, it was a huge battle when I first started yin yoga, because I wasn't someone that was going to sit still, especially for 2 minutes or longer. So really try not to move. Focus on that breathing. We have about 30 more seconds here. And then slowly let go of that leg and extend it out in front of you, back on the floor, and relax. Then we're bringing the legs up again, the feet on the floor, This time we're bringing the right knee to our chest, and you can either stay here or extend that left leg out and pulling the right knee, the right leg towards you. And just relax, taking long, deep breaths, trying not to move. About 1 more minute to go. Taking long, deep breaths and feeling your body relaxing with your exhale. And then slowly release your hands, bringing the right foot back on the floor and extending it in front of you. Just take a few breaths here on your back. And then we're going to bring the feet back on the floor. And we're going to bring both legs up and wrap your arms around the knees. You can either keep your knees separated and just hold the knees, or bring them together and wrap your arms around. Whichever stretch feels better for you. And just hold it here. Taking long, deep breaths. And relaxing your body, relaxing your mind, trying not to move. And then slowly, if your knees are apart, bring them back together, placing your feet back on the floor and extend your legs. Just take a few breaths here again. And then we're going to roll onto our belly. Just lay down on your belly. And then place your hands under the shoulders. And with your inhale, pushing yourself up and then moving the hands forwards. If you have any back problems and your lower back hurts, then move your hands forwards even more. And we're going to stay in this position. You can either look up or let your head rock down, whichever feels good for you. And again, just take long, deep breaths here. Try not to move. Try to just stay here. For any reason it starts hurting during these 2 minutes, you can move down, move your hands forwards more. Find the spot where it doesn't hurt as much. Thirty more seconds. And then slowly lower down, bringing those hands under the shoulders again. And we're going to push ourselves up and carefully back into a child's pose. So we're doing a counter stretch now. So either keep your knees together or separated. You can choose to keep your arms in front of you or beside your body, whichever feels good. Now we're going to bring our hands under the shoulders again, inhaling to come up. And then we're going to bring our hands out in front of us. The knees are about 2 fists apart. So like 2 fists between the knees, hands under the shoulders. And then we're going to bring our right foot in between our hands and move it forwards so that we're coming into a lunge. And you can either stay here however you want. You can also bring your head down. Or if you want an even deeper stretch, you can come onto your forearms, but on the inside of the leg. So choose which one you want to do. We're feeling the stretch on both legs. Try to bring those hips down so that you feel it in your hip flexor. And we're just going to stay here, taking long, deep breaths. About 30 more seconds. And if you're on your forearms, carefully come back up onto the hands. And then carefully shift your body back, bringing your right leg back and pushing yourself down into a child's pose again. And just resting here. Again, you can choose if your knees are separated or together. Your arms can be above your head or beside your body. And then slowly bring your hands under the shoulders again. Inhale to come up. And then walk your hands in front and come into that tabletop. This time we're doing the other leg. So we're going to bring our left leg forwards in between our hands, moving it forwards, shifting the hips forwards. And again, either stay up here or bring your hands in and coming down onto your forearms or wherever it feels good. It could be that one leg is more tight than the other. And then just relax, let the head drop, and breathe. And remember that it shouldn't be painful, but you should be able to feel a stretch, something that you can hold for 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes at this point. And then slowly, if you're on your forearms, bringing your hands back, and then carefully shifting your body back, bringing the left leg back, coming down into that child's pose again. And then slowly with our inhale, we're going to come up into the tabletop directly. Let me just tuck in my t-shirt for the next one. So for the next one, we're going to come under the arm. So to do this, we're going to inhale, bring the left arm up Exhale, wind it under, and then bring your body down. And put your weight on the shoulder. The focus is on opening the chest as well. So either you can stay here and push with your right hand into the floor, opening up, or placing your right hand behind you, however far you want to go. Really opening up the chest, feeling a twist in the spine, and staying here. Long, deep breaths. About 1 more minute to go. And then slowly bring your right arm back, placing it on the floor if it's not there already. And then inhaling, pushing your arm up, coming back into that tabletop. Pushing ourselves back into the child's pose and resting down. Maybe for this one, it feels better to have the arms beside the body. The last exercise also stretched our shoulders. And then slowly bring the hands under the shoulders again. Inhale to come up. I'm just going to turn around. We're going to place the hands again in front of us, coming into that tabletop. This time we're going to do the opposite arm. Was right. I had to think for a minute. So we're bringing right up, inhale. Exhale, bringing it under the left arm or elbow, armpit. And you can either stay here pressing into the ground with the left hand or placing that left hand behind you on the right thigh or wherever you want to bring it. And just feeling that chest opening, the shoulders stretching, staying here, taking long, deep breaths, closing the eyes. About 1 more minute to go. And then slowly bringing that left arm back onto the ground if it's not there already. And then inhale, pushing yourself up. Exhale, coming down into that child's pose. And this time we're going to hold the child's pose. So choose which option you want to do, whether your knees are together or separated. Your arms can stay in front of your body or beside your body. And now this is our next pose. And just relax here, breathing into it. About 1 more minute to go. And slowly bring your arms under the shoulders again. Inhale to come up. And then we're going to make our way onto the back. We have a few more poses. For the next one, we're going to need our pillow or a book. If you don't have either, I'll show you the option that you can do. So if you have the pillow, you can fold it into a ball or however you want to make it. Our legs are going to be on the floor for now. And we're just going to lean back, placing that pillow right by the tailbone so that you're feeling your stomach kind of like opening to the sides. And you can just let your hands dangle to the side or beside your body. If this stretch is really intense for you and you're very tight, you can also make that pillow smaller or lay it more straight, more horizontal or vertical, and lean back. Just feeling the chest opening, the ribs, the stomach. Find the one that works for you. If you have a lot of lower back problems or genuinely back problems, you can just remove the pillow and lay on the mat with your legs, with your feet on the floor. And just stay here. Deep breaths in and out. Almost there. Just about 20 more seconds. And then slowly lift your bottom up. Remove that pillow or the block. And bring your knees to your chest. Just hug your knees. This is the counter stretch. You could even bring your head to your knees if that feels better. Whatever you need. And then release the knees, placing your legs back on the floor. And then place your hands beside the body, palms facing up. Close your eyes and just stay here for a few breaths. Really relaxing the body. Trying not to think about later, staying in the now, staying with your body, staying with your mind. Feeling the sensations within, the tingling, the heat, stretch. Laying in silence for the next couple of minutes. And slowly come back. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Stretch your arms above your head and stretch your toes, making yourself super long or tall. You can bring the knees to your chest and just rock from side to side. If it feels good, you can also keep laying down or doing other stretches. You can choose what you do next. You can either bring the opposite knee to the ground and look the other way, or you can do another stretch that you want to do. You can switch sides. Then you can come back. And either roll on your spine to come up or push yourself up. And grabbing the pillow again if you want to. And coming back into an easy pose. And then rolling the shoulders up and back. Placing the hands on the knees, palms facing up. Connect the index finger and the thumb. Bring your chin down a little bit. Close your eyes. And just focus on that breath again. Observing how you're feeling now. Observing how you found today's practice. Was it challenging for you? If you've been coming a few times, is it getting easier to sit still? Just observe the sensations within your body. What kind of thoughts came up during the practice? Was it deep and meaningful? Or was it about dinner or what you're doing later? Just observe. And then take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Rub your hands together. Place them in front of our heart center. And we'll end the class today with one Sat Nam. Sat, a long Sat and a short Nam. It means truth is my name, my identity, true you, true name. Let's inhale, exhale, inhale to start. Sat Nam. Inhale, exhale, Sat Nam. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thanks for coming. If you ever have any questions about what we're doing or any of the yoga poses or anything else, you feel free to send me a message on social media, like Instagram, for example. It's just my first and last name, Odette Bucker. And I'll happily answer your questions. But thanks for joining today. Let me just switch off the recording.